Attention, please. It's time.
That's way different. You talk different, I'm made different. Walk different and behave different. All different ain't the same different.
In the Slingshot game. And then we got the co-host of the year, the co-host of the year, the female co-host of the year, the Texas legend.
You got many types.
Yeah, man, I'm excited. I'm excited. And normally we talk a lot before we do our introduction. I think we should get straight to the introduction.
Let's go right into it.
I think the first one we bring on is, like I said, the man that made podcasts cool, man. The man that changed the podcast game in the Slingshot community. The first podcast that I actually started to watch, and I respect this dude a lot, man. Respect what this podcast does for the community a lot. And man, we had to have this man on, and I am glad that he accepted our invite. And with us is All-Star. What's up with you, brother?
Hey, what's going on, guys? What's going on?
What it do, All-Star?
Ain't nothing. What's up, Game Changer? Hey, man, can I say thank you guys? Thank you guys for the invite, man. I really do appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
Well, thanks for coming on. Obviously, we appreciate it.
Yes, indeed. And we can't have All-Star on live. We can't bring him on and interview him if we don't have his trusted sidekick.
Yes, sir.
We don't have the Texas legend herself, the co-host of the year, the lady that I don't know if she keeps him honest or if he has to keep honest. I don't know which one it is, but with us is.
Y'all are ridiculous. That was cute.
And thank you as well, Queen, for joining us. We're excited for this show. It should be fun. It should be different for you guys because now you're on the other side of this.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely. Thank you
Yeah.
for having us. I'm all excited.
Yeah.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
In the comments right now, we got Mrs. G with chills. What's up, Mrs. G? We got Ted Hernandez. We got Blue Devil. Big Rod is in the building. We got Bougie in the building. So we appreciate y'all. We appreciate y'all. Man, hey, we appreciate you guys coming on. We're going to do this interview style. We got questions that I know the community, some of the community might already know. I know you guys have probably talked about this in the past. Some of the community might not know. And I think it's interesting. I think it's worth them hearing. And I think it makes for interesting dialogue. And gives y'all a chance to, like Rob said, be on the other end and kind of tell us about yourselves. Where y'all came from, where y'all going, everything. So Rob, I'm gonna hand it over to you.
Yeah, I think it's interesting that we get to hear maybe another side of what you two, where you come from, how you got into this, and we'll get into some questions. But my first question is, how and when were you introduced to the Slingshot community? So also, we'll start with you.
All right. So yeah, that is a great question. So for me, 2015, I was at Myrtle Beach Black Bike Week, and it was probably like day 2 of the weekend, and we were doing our regular ride at night, and we went over to the Atlantic Beach where everybody hangs out at nighttime, and we turned down one of the side streets, and at a distance, all I could see was like a bunch of people looking at some type of vehicle that had numerous lights on it. So as we got closer to it, man, I got off my bike and started walking to it. So I walked up to it, man, and I was a fan. I didn't ask the guy no questions, man. All I needed to know was what it was, and I could find it. So for me, it was 2015 Bike Week, Myrtle Beach. I first seen it and fell in love with it. I think it was, so that was May. And June, I actually purchased one from Daytona Beach in June 5th. June 5th, I actually purchased it. I actually did the paperwork with the gentleman, and I actually bought a trailer there. I didn't know how I was going to get it home. I just drove my truck to Daytona to pick up my Slingshot. When I got there, I did all the paperwork, and I told him I would be back. And I found me a trailer, bought me a trailer, and I took it back home.
Real nice. So Queen, same question to you.
So I first saw the Slingshots. I moved to North Carolina for a very brief moment. Y'all, I thought I was in love. I was about to get married. I'm married now, right? Man, look at here. I know that ain't got nothing to do with this, but it's a part of my story. So while I was in North Carolina, Fayetteville, I saw a Slingshot on the highway just roll by. It's like, damn, what was that? Flip the U, did a U. So I could go chase down and see what it was, but I still didn't know what it was. And I was like, oh, damn. That was in 2015. That's when I moved back home in 2015, after that 9-month short stay. Anyway, the point is, I gotta find out what it was. So this is 2015. 2016, a friend of mine in Killeen had one. So I was like, oh, okay, let me reach out to him and see what it was what. He tells me, oh, you can go get them at Ride. At that time, it was called Woods Fun Center. He's like, oh, you can go over there and go get it. But they have a lot of recalls right now. I was like, a lot of recalls? Like, what the hell's wrong with them? I mean, y'all know All-Star was 2015.
Yep.
2015, 2016, them recalls was ridiculous. Like,
Yeah,
what
they
the
were.
hell was going on? So I was like, nah, I ain't gonna get one.
Yep.
I'll wait. 2015, 2016 still doing. I was like, nah, too many recalls. I'm still wait.
Yeah.
2017, actually, I reached out to All-Stars like, hey, All-Stars, you got a Slingshot.
Yep.
I hadn't talked to All-Star since he left Texas, so it's
Yeah.
been about 10 years since I talked to him, but I seen him flossing and
Yeah,
styling
yeah.
and profiling on Facebook.
Yep. Hey, at that time, Queen, they had gave me so many nicknames in Georgia. They had gave me like Lambo. They had gave me Slingshot. They had gave me Orange Bandit. They had gave me so many
Orange
names.
Bandit.
Yeah, because I was always orange.
And
You know?
that's what caught my attention is that his was orange, and that's what I was looking at because I have an orange truck. Of course, I have an orange Camaro. I have orange Busa. So of course, I had to keep with the trend of all my orange vehicles. And when I see his, I reached out. So I was like, okay, I ain't waiting no more. 2017 came, went up to Woods Fun Center. Said, I want that one right there. They go, do you want to test drive it? Nope, if something wrong with it, I'll bring it back. Bought it and took it home. And then, voila, went to my first event, which was Mo's event in 2018. Rode that mug all the way to Dallas to hang out with SS22. But that was how I originally got introduced to it, is just bought it in 2017, waited, and then I went to Mo's event. And I loved it. My introduction.
Yeah. Hey, Queen, what did I tell you when you called me?
I'm trying to remember. That call was back in 2016, beginning of 2017. Dude, we in 2024.
I think I said something like it's the best thing. It's the best thing ever. I said you'll love it. I think I said you'll love it.
Yes, because I was asking you about it and should I get it? I see you got a word for it, like asking the typical newbie questions about it. So. At that time, 2017, I was a newbie still, even though it was only out like 2 years.
Yeah.
So that's how I started. Yeah. When did y'all get y'all's, TJ? Rob, when did y'all get y'all's Slingshots? Just curious. I know I shouldn't be asking questions. It's just in me.
Okay, so my first one was in 2015 and 2019.
Mm-hmm.
2020. Very beginning of 2020, right with the
gotcha.
And I had that for a year, and then sold it. I didn't have one for a year, and then I wanted the newer model, but I bought my second one, and that was brought out the game changer.
You got the Polaris engine in.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, the sucky one. TJ.
Wow.
That's debatable because listen, I had it 2015, and that's my great issues too. All right.
Did you miss the part where I said they had recall after recall?
I know because the people that I bought my first one from 2015, kept receipts of all the recalls that they did. Like they did all the they kept on all the maintenance of all the recalls.
Yeah.
Recalls for a game that was only 3 years old at that point.
Really?
Before I answer, Queen, I'm gonna tell you, I think your bestie feel left out by your answer because he in the comments talking about, and then I showed up.
Wow.
Bro did. Bro got his
He
reached out to me.
reached out to me, so
Because I got mine before bro. Yeah.
So I retired from the Marine Corps in 2018, and like 4 months after I retired from the Marine Corps, I bought a Riker. And I had a Riker.
Yeah.
And Ingrid and I were dating at the time.
Ooh.
And she bought a Riker. So we were going all over the place with our Rikers together.
Cool.
And I was in Spokane, Washington, and I saw the Slingshot at the daggone dealership when she was buying hers, and they weren't making automatics yet. So she was like, "No, I don't want it yet because I want an automatic. I don't want no manual. This and this and this." So I was like, "I'm gonna just wait. I'm gonna just wait till they get an automatic. That way we could buy one and we could both drive it." We came down to Texas. She got stationed at Hood, and then I bought the house up here in Dallas. And one weekend, I took my Riker out to the dealership, and I traded that thing in and got a 2017. That was in late 2019, almost 2020. And I came home and she was mad. She was like, "You traded in the Riker?" And I was like, "Yeah." She was like, "Why didn't you trade my?" Because my Riker was decked out. I had speakers, I had lights,
Yeah.
I had the extra seat, I had everything.
Yeah.
You should have traded my shit in, and I could have kept yours with all the freaking accessories.
Right.
And I was like, "Damn, I didn't even think about that." So I bought it, and then the rest is history, man.
Yeah.
Just like everybody else, I swore I was just, hey, my music is for me, not nobody else. I'm just put it on the inside.
Isn't that the truth?
Yeah, absolutely.
Huh.
That's funny.
That was a cool story, y'all.
Oh, yeah.
Look, I'm used to talking back and forth.
Right?
Yeah.
And now she got her own. So.
And now she got her own. Yep.
Bam. Okay. Cool.
Go ahead, bro.
You got one, you want me to do it all? Okay. All right. So how have you seen the community grow since you came into it?
Yeah. Man, that's an awesome question too, man. So you got to realize that 2015, like Queen alluded to earlier, there wasn't a lot, man. So it was just like everybody was trying to figure out how to put rims on it. Everybody was trying to figure out how to put lights. Everybody was trying to figure out what to do with it, man. And then it was so many recalls. Like we were on the blink of just turning it back in and saying, "No, you know what? Hey, bruh, I don't know about this one. Is it dangerous or not? Is it reliable?" So, I mean, there was not a lot of competitions. There was not a lot of social media about the Slingshot at that time, 2015. So you could see a couple people. I would post some things, and you could see a couple people. I tell you a story. I was in Myrtle Beach, and I was doing interviews with some guys in Myrtle Beach in 2017. Didn't have straight up TV or didn't have nothing, but I was just that crazy about slingshots. So I wish these guys would find me because they have to remember me, man. I interviewed like 6 people in 2017 all over the United States at Myrtle Beach. And the way we talked, the way we conversed, it was like love. It was friendship. It was the support. He was like, "Yo, what do you do? Where did you get that? Have you ever did this? What's your thoughts about this or that?" It was just like, man, we were sharing the idea of owning a slingshot and just talking and conversing. And it was so free. It was so easy. It was effortlessly, you know what I'm saying? But that was the beginning. And like, listen, if you have like 4 people that go to a trip to Vegas, it's going to be really easy. It's just 4 people. But when you throw 25 more people in that same trip to Vegas, it's going to be some issues, man. So we've evolved into this big giant like community, man. Compared to back then, it was just a few people. And it's changed so dramatically that um, it's hard to express the changes and how they occurred because they came so fast. Like I don't want to say before they made automatics or after they made automatics, but it seemed like it just warped into something out of nowhere. We had more businesses came up to started making parts for the slingshot, uh, and it just went like wildfire, man. So right now, if we can ever get back to what it was back in 2015, I'm not saying about fun or whatnot, just the way we used to converse with each other, the way we used to show patience to each other, the way we used to follow each other, the way we used to link up and let's ride. If we can get back to that, man, it will be the slingshot community would be so much better if we can get back to that. But I don't know, Rob, TJ, Queen. I don't know if it can ever get back to that because, like I said, it was so easy. It was effortlessly, man. You know, back then, people would ask you so many questions at the gas station, and you didn't care about answering. You just would answer it all day. Now, man, I don't want to talk. I don't want to answer all these questions, man. So we might be the problem. I don't want to answer all these questions. I got a place to go. I got places to go. So it's listen. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah, it definitely has evolved and changed. And mind you, I only came in 2 years after they come about, and to see how this sound competition stuff has just taken over. I wish it would go back, and I honestly am kind of sad and disappointed at SS22 because I thought y'all were gonna take it back to the basics, which would have been y'all's 2018 event, to where there was no sound competition, or maybe y'all could have did the DJ battle or something. I know I'm not talking about y'all show because I didn't even get to go to the event, but I just, if people need to see what it was like back then without all of this bitching and crying and oh, I'm better than you, and it has changed as far as the dynamics of the people that are coming in. I'm not saying it's the new people. I wouldn't dare do that because it's a person's personality that's making them be this way. But back in the day when we was in the bike community, we used to say our alter ego. When we get on that motorcycle, baby, if y'all thought y'all was talking to Lavina before she stepped on that motorcycle, baby, I was damn sure Texas Queen, and you couldn't tell me shit. I'm ready to race every dude, baby. I'm ready to speed. I'm ready to talk shit. I was a totally different person when I got on that bike.
Yeah.
I felt like men didn't respect us females on it, right? Almost kind of the same when the slingshot came. It wasn't a lot of females riding the slingshot yet. Or they was the backpack, as we used to call it, if you was on a motorcycle and you was on the back of your dude bike. You was the back. Well, there was a passenger in their dude's ride, so it wasn't a lot of females come 2017 either. So now to see all of these females just doing it, man, I am loving it. I am loving all the female bikes. Mind you, we all know Mo started that shit. She gonna always get the rain claim to that because her bike, you would swear it was I'm about to use the N word. You would swear it was a dude's bike when you saw Mo's bike. So to know that was a female, oh yeah, she had got all the respect. We understand why she's Mo or whatever, but it has definitely changed. And you asked that question, do you think All Star, you ever think it'll go back? Hell no, it won't. It'll never go back to the way it was.
Yeah.
I think it's grown so much that change is good, but it'll never go. And I wasn't back, I wasn't there when it was, but I've seen old clips and old YouTube videos of these original shows that were happening, and it just looked like a lot of fun. That's what got me into it. So I want to be a part of that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
It just was so cool back then because it felt like almost every show you went to, you saw somebody that was doing something for the first time. It was like, and now it's like it's so hard to be the first ever at anything now. Like somebody has thought, even if you don't see it now, somebody has already done it a couple of years ago and had already redone their sling twice since then.
Right.
So you think you're doing something and then you pull it out and you're like, oh yeah, Ted had
such and such had it,
Like,
Yeah.
like I
thought I was the first one.
let's get back to the comments. Emac Hot Slings. Shout out to Hot Slings in the crowd.
What's
Lofty's
up?
out there. Chad, aka Lucas. What's up, Lucas? Annihilator in the building. We got a Bumblebee out there. Ro is out there. Chris Sling Life is out there. UAS. Shout out to Jack and UAS. Snow is in the building. Moses out of Cali. Moses is in the building. King Lays is in the building. Anna is in the building. Dragon is in the building. So, Baby Smoke is in the building. What's up, Baby Smoke?
Smoke, dog, smoke, smoke,
The
smoke.
armor is in the building.
So shout out to y'all, man. Kevin Moore is in the building. We appreciate y'all. Dana said, if you guys could have been around in 15, 16, and even 17, you wouldn't believe what the events were like. It was just like family everywhere.
Yeah.
I promise y'all, I wish I could have got to see that. Because you see the comments on Facebook, like, man, I wish we could just go back.
Yeah.
And when you weren't there, you're like, come on, man, enjoy what it is. But if you were there, you really have that visual and that feeling. So that would be
So shout out to those that were doing this thing since 2015, 2016. I respect that, and you're still in it. You know, those that were doing this in 15, 16, still doing it and still loving every day of it.
Yep. Jack said, I met All Star back in 16. Great times.
Oh yeah.
So D Nice in the building. What's up to D Nice? So what else you got, Rob?
All right, so how would you like to see the Slingshot community evolve? Where would you like to see it grow to?
Yeah, that is, man. You guys did your homework on these questions, man. Damn. Hey.
It's a tough one because I thought of this myself. Like,
Yeah.
how do I answer this question? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I get it. I
Yeah.
get it.
Yeah.
You know, everybody would have their own perspective on what they see and what they would like to see happen, but you know, it's a question for you and a question for Queen. Where would you like to see it go? Where do you see it evolving?
I would, if my opinion would be that a lot of more friendships need to be formed before you meet the Slingshot person. Like, you got to get some more respect in there. Like there's not a lot of respect. Like if I already knew you and we were friends, I already respected you on a certain level. The Slingshot is nothing to it. It's just something we added to it. So I think when we meet each other at Slingshot owner against Slingshot owner, there's not a lot of respect. There's not a lot of respect. So we got to get back to respecting each other and just, your opinion is valuable. I want to hear what you have to say, and I want you to listen to what I have to say. Like, we don't care about what other people think or how they feel sometimes. So sometimes we have to sit back and just respect your opinion, respect how you feel about the situation, and I think that's a starting point to us getting somewhere there that we would love to be in, as far as this large community from city to city, state to state. When we all meet in these different events, man, it's a bunch of love. It's a bunch of love. And sometimes you just gotta ignore. You gotta really ignore when something is really negative, and it's a narrative that's been driven, and it's always gonna be driven. You just gotta don't feed it. Don't give any validity to any kind of negativity, man. Don't give any kind of validity. Just don't respond to it, because and I know when you hear something that's really been said, or it's taken too far. So just don't give it the energy to grow, And I think we can evolve to a better community, man. But right now, it's just there's not a lot of respect. Like, if we battle in the sound or the LED contest, man, I respect you. You won. It is what it is. We'll do it again the next time. I respect you. If I don't respect you, then I'm gonna try to hurt you. I'm gonna try to talk. I'm gonna talk about you or whatever. I respect you. Like I wanna battle Lucas. I want to battle Lucas because we talk so much, man. I want to see who wins. I really like that guy. Like TJ, I want to battle TJ. I want to see what's gonna happen because We cool. We cool. Like when I battled Ro, man, that was fun, man. And I battled Bumblebee, that was fun. When I battled Beast, that was fun, man. Because I talked to those guys every day, man. I talked to those guys, text messages, we talked. It was fun. Uh, battled Big O in Alabama. It was fun, man. I talk to those guys all the time. I know those guys. So it's like there's respect there. You know, there's respect without the slingshot. There's always going to be respect there. And when you can just, you know, get on that level with friendship, then you know you're not gonna. It's not gonna matter what that slingshot is really doing at that point.
That's a good answer. I like that.
Yeah. Yeah. Where I want to see it evolve to is, and yes, I am copying and taking it from the biker community because it's just bred in my soul. I want us to start having education or having conventions like how they do the pro convention. At the pro convention, it used to be just for your public relations officers, for all of them to go meet up and just talk about how they can, you know, make the club better, bigger, how to, you know, get the exposure for the club. It started off that way, and that's why it was called the pro convention. But then over time, they saw how all of the education they were getting, all of the skills that they needed, they was getting it for just that one particular title in a club. Then they opened it up for all of them, and you have your little breakout sessions. All of your, you know, your vice presidents, your presidents go to this session.
Yeah.
Y'all talk about how y'all can. Also, I know you went to a lot of. I went to a lot of
Yeah.
programs.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
have them in different states every year. So if the slingshot community could do something, I know we don't have that many years, you know, under our belt like the bike community, but how old school, not calling myself no OG, just the old school, almost at the beginning of it. If we can let some of the new people know how to love on each other, how to respect each other. Yes, these can be classes. Yes, these can be something that we can do to where we're bringing people together. And it's not no one particular person's event. It's actually a forum for us to just learn how to battle correctly. Let's learn how to pick the right judges or either a judge breakout session. I just think we need to evolve to something like that to where we're learning more and we're educating others and we're helping the new people come in. Like we need to evolve to some kind of forum like that. I would love to see that. Then after that, we need to have some what do you call propellers on them, because I want to see them start flying after that. I want to see them like,
What?
in the air. I want to see a slingshot is flying.
We ain't ready for that.
You ain't got it. You ain't got it.
Jersey right now.
Yeah. Yeah. I just think we need to take it to another level. We need to do more than go to an event and sit there all day and watch the sound competition. So we need to start doing some other
I
stuff.
like that. Yeah.
Yeah, Kevin Moore's in the comments. He said there has to be unity somewhere. Even piggyback on the slinging out hunger that they do. Why not have a day that the whole slingshot world sets out on a national day to feed the homeless or something? Take
In
away
your
from
state.
competition.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In your state.
That would be cool.
Yeah, like how we did the female international ride. That was like coordinated with all the different states doing it. Some states got to come together. Of course, a lot of us couldn't go way over there, you know, to California, whatever. But who was that, Kevin? That's a great idea. That's another forum or another breakout session at our event, whatever we're going to call it, to where we talk about how to start giving back more, how to do. Don't always get on Facebook to show what you're doing, or you can. It doesn't really matter. But like those are some of the things. I know Miss Nisi out of Houston, she goes and feeds the homeless. I'm not sure if it's every Sunday, the first Sunday. She do it every single month. And I remember Sling Experience getting a humanitarian award or something like that for doing that very thing. So this community can do so much more.
Yeah.
We really can do so much more.
Absolutely. Shout out to Mark with Sling Experience. He's in the comments. Shout out to Moet. Moet said, so, you know, I talked to my son about this. Moet made a comment in the comments. He said respect is earned, and he made that while All-Star was talking. See, I disagree. I think respect is given and trust is earned, because you can respect a perfect stranger. Respect has to be lost. There's nothing wrong with respecting a perfect stranger until they lose your respect.
Right.
You know, there is nothing wrong with trusting a perfect stranger.
Yeah.
Trust is earned. Respect should be a given.
Yeah.
A man should respect another man until that man shows him that he's not worthy of that respect. So
That's
I
correct.
think we get so caught up in these names, you know, man of God, game changer, queen, all-star, and we don't focus enough on the actual real names of that person. And it's like all-star said, that's the difference between some of these relationships that are really good in the community.
Yeah.
They knew each other before this life.
Yeah.
And now but the ones like all-stars that meet at the event, they know man of God or they know game changer. So it's too easy for them when they lose to start the nonsense or whatever. And we need to get away from that. And like All-Star said, we need to get back to respecting them people as people. They put just as much time and effort and energy into what they pulled into the ring with as you did. Like, let's just have fun, man. Let's get back to that.
Yeah.
The respect and the fun, and this community could be so capable of so much.
Yeah.
We got some great minds, some great people, some great everything in this community. If we could just focus on moving that the right way, man, this thing would be unstoppable.
Yeah.
I got one for you. All-Star.
Yes, sir.
How did you come up with the idea for Straight Up TV? Like, what was your original vision and goal? And then has that vision and goal shifted throughout the years?
Yeah. All right. So like I said a little earlier, in 2017, I was at Myrtle Beach doing interviews with Slingshot owners, right? I didn't have Straight Up TV then, but I was doing the interviews back in the day. And it was just like the vision was to be able to share ideas. I wanted everybody on the East Coast to be able to see what the West Coast is doing. I wanted the West Coast to see what the East Coast is doing. I wanted it to be a connection between all Slingshot owners to where, we could converse, man. We could talk about this, we could talk about that, because I've learned so much from other Slingshot owners in the beginning that were breaking their Slingshot apart, doing their own oil changes. They were doing all those things. I wasn't doing them, so I learned in the beginning how to do all those things. So the vision was just to be able to connect the dots between everybody, man. Alabama, Louisiana, Texas. I started the first Sling Talk. Sling Talk 1, 2, 3, and 4 were just in my podcast room at my residence. And a young lady told me, she said, you know what, you need to just go ahead and do that thing where you could just bring them in. So me having a background with video production, it was easy for me to transition into being able to bring people in. So once I got that going on, the vision was like, yeah, I can do it now. I feel it. I can really do it. Because before just bringing people to my residence in the podcast room, you're only going to get those 4 guys' opinion. But when you can bring in people from across the United States, man, it's a plethora of information that everybody can share with each other. And we're all learning, we're all growing, we're all having fun. If I can save someone a headache from doing something they shouldn't do because they just heard these other people say, we did this, we messed up, don't do this. You know what I'm saying? So and as far as the vision, man, have I reached the goal? I have not reached the goal that I'm going for, but I'm damn near on the journey. I'm on the journey. And I say that because we're at Sling Talk 38, I think, right? Queen, is that 38? Yeah, 38.
Yes.
And it's been so many Sling Talk owners have came on, conversed and talked, learned. I have so many messages, so many emails from different people who said, hey, I got this thing. I wasn't even going to keep it until I started watching your podcast. And just messages that say thank you for that. I learned a lot or whatever. I even had a couple wives said, my husband keep watching this damn show and he keeps spending damn money on this damn Slingshot. So it's a double-edged sword, man. It's a double-edged sword because some of the stuff we talk about costs a lot of money, and it'll dig in your bank. But I haven't reached the goal, but I'm definitely enjoying the ride. to get to where I'm trying to go to. But ultimately, it's just to bring everybody together so we can all converse. Like when TJ goes to an event, whatever state it is, you're not introducing yourself to nobody. They already know you. They already know you. They already seen your bike. They already know your views on certain things. When Game Changer is pulling in, they don't even have to see Game Changer get out the truck. That's Game Changer right there. That's Game Changer. I know that guy. It's Game Changer. Man, so like you had to like kind of humble yourself. Not what last year I had to humble myself because the first person asked me for a picture or something. I was like, what? Man, I'm just a dude from North Carolina. You know what I'm saying? I'm just a dude from North Carolina, man. And that was crazy, man. And I tell you, once again, I had to humble myself again because I had the birthday party thing, and I had like, I don't know, like 20 people with a straight up TV shirt on. I had to humble myself. I was like, this is cool, man. This is cool. This is cool. That was cool. That was cool. So I haven't, like I said, I haven't reached the goal, but I'm not gonna stop. And it's just to create a safe space, man, where we can have meaningful conversations about slingshots, man. Like, if you have a slingshot, I want you to be able to come and look at the title of the video and learn something. At the end of the video, you have a lot to take away.
I think that's what gravitated me to your whole podcast was because you kind of touched on a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
It wasn't one specific thing. You brought different people on all the time, and I think if correct me if I'm wrong, I think it was 2020 Atlanta 2022. You were doing some interviews in the parking lot. Who's the guy that had the sling? Had like the helmet. He owned it. He owned the place where
yeah, you talking about TK.
Yeah. So I seen you go through the parking lot at that event.
Yeah.
And, like interviews with Corinne and Justin Wilson and some other people. And I was like, wow, they're really doing this like on this level.
Yeah.
And so I tuned into that show.
Yeah.
And I think that was one of the shows you referred to where you had four people in the same studio that you were in.
Right.
Because I think that was the first time I ever tuned in and watched SGTV. You were all on different screens.
Yeah.
But you were all in the same room.
Right.
That was pretty cool. That kind of reeled me. You reeled me in a little bit. With
Yeah.
that.
And
I got that shit in such high regard. I remember All Star reached out to me and asked me if I wanted to be on the show last year. And I told him, I was like, dude, I'm not worthy of being on that. Like, I'm.
no, but
I said, I don't compete. I don't feel like I'm worthy. And he was like, nah, man, this show is for everybody, bro. If you're part of the community,
yeah.
we want you on because you may have something that you say that people may talk about.
Right.
I think we talked about like detachable steering wheels.
Man.
And I was like, man, this is dope, man.
Trash.
Just how inclusive it was. Like, hey, this ain't just for like the popular folks or
Right.
people that compete.
Right.
This show is for everybody.
Everybody.
That's what drew me in is that part of it.
Yeah.
So going back to the comments, Lou Davis in the comments, Mama Duck is in the comments. What up, Mama Duck? Slingrid is in the comments. Slingwana. Thor is in the comments.
Hey,
So
Thor.
So now we know how SUTV started. We know what your vision was and stuff like that. But somewhere along the line, you picked up this one over here.
Yeah.
No, you did not say this.
Yeah.
So how did the two of you become?
How did you trip on that one?
How did you guys put this thing together?
So we got the same story, but I add a little bit to it. So we have a history. Like Queen was in a female club called Triple Platinum in Texas. And I was the president of a new era. And then before that, it was Blazing Boys, but I didn't want to talk about Blazing Boys.
Please don't talk about Blazing.
Hey,
Ridiculous.
Blazer Boys was every kind of protocol. We broke every protocol, man. But
We
anyway,
couldn't stand them on the set, y'all. I'm not joking. We couldn't stand his
but
crap on the set.
we was. Hey, listen, we would. Hey, we. So we were both in the two-wheel community in Texas, like 2005,
4, 5, somewhere in there.
6, 7. Yeah. So there was a gentleman that was my sergeant of the army, and big boy, muscles, black. Uh, and he was like special forces type dude in the military, in the army, man, big boy. And yeah, that happened to yeah. I ain't
Shut
gonna,
up! Oh, Sergeant! Oh,
so listen, he
you
stayed.
gonna mention
He
North
lived,
Carolina now?
huh?
Is
No, no,
the
no, no.
same guy he's talking about is the guy I moved to North Carolina for. That same guy that was in his motorcycle club. So this was years later. I saw him again, and I moved my little hot tail ass to North Carolina.
Yep, yep.
His club mate. It was his club mate I went up there for.
Right.
Yeah, we have history, but I remember seeing the show. I was a guest on the show, and I was like, and again, me and also was always calling. I was like, oh, Star, you ever think about, having a co-host on there just so you can have some back and forth, some ping pong, and like how a lot of these shows are, on the TV broadcast, the news station. Like it's more than just a one-man show. That way you don't feel like, you have to just do it all. You have somebody to kind of help carry it a little bit.
Right.
And he was like, yeah, that might be a good idea. I was like, all right, well, I'll try to help you think of some people. He was like, what you? Me?
Yep.
With my potty mouth? Me?
Yeah. Yeah.
I was like, dude, I don't know if you want that, cuz I don't know what I'm gonna say half the time. I did tell him, I'm like, I don't know what I'm gonna say half the time. You sure you want me?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that shit was cool. And then we did it a couple times because, as y'all know, when I first started doing it with him, I wasn't on all the time. I just kind of sporadically come and help him out. For one, I was trying to get used to it because I know y'all think I'm not a quiet, shy person. I am a very reserved, don't like nobody in my domain. Ask Ro, my best friend, asked me how many times Ro came over here inside the house. Ro just be waiting for me outside. He don't even come inside the damn house. He comes here 1 or 2 damn times. That's his choice, but I'm just real, private like that. Y'all don't see me post shit on Facebook about my family. So it was a little uncomfortable at first when I first started doing it. Shit, and then after a while,
Yeah.
I was like, oh, okay, I can do this shit. Let me get ready. Let me start trying to look cute too. Because I wasn't even trying to look cute at first.
Yeah. Queen, when did you get comfortable when you did the all-female podcast? Is that when you got really comfortable?
I think so, because I was nervous as hell for the first one. And I had Phoenix and Paradise and oh my god, and Fifi. They reeled me. They initiated me quickly because I had to do the show all by myself.
Yeah.
And Fifi was just out of control. TJ, you know how yo.
I made the mistake of making a joke in the comments that.
Oh yes, y'all remember. I remember TJ was like, oh my god, you set her to fire, dude. So that shit was like, oh my god. After I did that, I think I did start getting a little more comfortable, a little more like, okay, I can do this. This is cool. Then when I won, hold on.
Oh yeah.
When I won my chain, I was like, yeah, this is good. But I just asked him, I was like, oh, Star, you ever think about a co-host? I didn't think he was gonna be like me.
Yeah.
I think it was gonna be me, but I'll start wanting me.
Yeah.
We made the right choice.
Well, thank you. TJ, do not blow my head up because then I'm gonna start coming after Rob and start talking shit and cussing him. I'm gonna come after Rob. I'm gonna talk shit. Who else? I'm gonna come after James Huntley. Don't you blow my head up, man. Don't you do it. I'm gonna come after everybody. See?
So now you've got a dope podcast. You add a dope co-host, but you don't stop there. Then you come up with the scorecard and the end of the year awards. So how did that idea come up, and where do you want to take that idea?
Right. So nobody in everything, every sports, there's always some type of record. There's always some type of scorecard. There's always some type of something that you can archive to see, who was the NBA dunk contest champion 5 years ago. So we need to have some type of record. So I was like, let me see if I can figure out a way to keep score. And I didn't want to go so deep into it to where I would lose count, or it would be kind of like crazy to be authentic and crazy to be like accurate with the right numbers. So I kept it as first places for sound and first places for LED. And I built a little bracket, and I had already like researched and seen that if the events would post it on Facebook, on the social medias, I could take it from them, or the event could actually send it to me, or I could just be my ass at the event. One of those three ways I'm gonna get the true data, the results. So I just wanted to create something so people would have something to say. I tell people to screenshot, or I can email you if you're on a scorecard, a particular scorecard that you got first place. If you want me to email you that scorecard, I can email it to you. But you have some type of record that, listen, I got 5 scorecards, and all these scorecards I was first place or whatever. So it was just about being able to be some type of recorder, what I can document, the results from the different years that have passed. Like right now, we have last year's. We had last year's and the year before. We all know what King Kong did because I have those records. We all know what Bounty Hunter did. I have those records. We all know what Sarah's doing now. Those are records. So it's just about keeping records, man, so people will actually know, going forward that what was done in the past.
What was the first year that you started just keeping score?
2000. It was 2021. 2021.
Okay.
21. But I didn't get serious until the next year. I got really serious.
That's what I was about to say.
The very first year, I paid for all the chains myself, and I just put whoever wanted to get on the scorecard because I was just trying to do some stuff, man. I was trying to do it. But it turned out to be a success, and I liked it. And a lot of people shared their thoughts, their comments that they liked it. So I said, you know what, let's try to do this again. And that's when I made the big mistake. Well, not a big mistake. I tried to get people to pay a little fee to help me with the chains. At that time, I was buying chains with the chains because the chains are not free, man. They're not free.
They're not cheap.
Man.
They're not free.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you my perspective on that changed a lot because when I first heard you come out and say that you were charging people on the scorecard and stuff like that, I was like, ooh, I don't know if people are gonna pay for that. And then my dumb ass got with Rob and we started our own podcast.
Yep.
And I saw how much money it takes to run a pot. Like people think the chains and the belts, and it's like, no, before that, the money that I have to pay just to have StreamYard, just to be able to come on live.
Yeah.
The money that I have to pay to have Canva, just to be able to make the graphics.
Yes.
The money that I have to pay for CapCut, just to be able to edit these videos.
Yeah.
All of that is money before I ever talk about giving back to the community.
Right.
So that's when it really started to click for me, and I was like, damn, man, I sat here and had it without any facts. Yeah. And that's when it was like, damn, facts are important. Right?
Oh, yeah.
Like facts are important when you want to form an opinion.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, like when you said that wasn't a mistake, that it's almost born out of necessity.
Yeah.
Give back to the community, man. There's people in this community that look forward to those chains at the end of the year and work their ass off all year for that chain. You want to be able to get them that chain. And it should be
right.
It should be, from the shows that you're boosting up and covering. It should be for your sponsors.
Right.
So,
Right.
Man,
That goes back. That goes back to like I said, when someone puts something out negative, and you know it's coming from a negative place, don't put no energy to it. But at that moment, a lot of people were putting fire to it, and it spread out and became something it shouldn't have been. But the first year, like I said, I paid for all the chains myself, so I was just trying something. I wanted to keep it going. In order to keep it going, I had to incorporate some type of fee to help me buy the chains. I've heard anything. I heard that it was $900. I've heard everything. I was like, come on, man, come on, come on, that's crazy. That's crazy. So it is what it is, man. But anything worth doing, you got to go through some red tape. You know what I'm saying? You got to be strong. You got to have tough skin and go through it, and see it through. You know what I'm saying? What you consistently do will always turn into a success. So it is what it is.
So,
Well said, All-Star. I like that.
Absolutely. So before I get to my next question, Kevin Moore said, "Jay, can you host a podcast and see if there is interest in doing something like the MPD World do, like Brock and like former bikers at Texas Queen Coast?" Kevin, I'm gonna say that was me the idea. I think that All-Star and Queen would be awesome to have a podcast.
Yeah, absolutely.
If they would invite me on, I would love to be a guest on that podcast. But I'm gonna hand that over. That's a great idea. I think that would be a dope podcast for former bikers, stuff like that, and try to start getting some momentum on that. But I will hand that off, especially since Queen is the one that brought that up. I will hand it off to All-Star and Queen, and I know that that justice. Like I said, I'd be happy to be a guest on it. And then Kevin said, "Why All-Star have to look cool all the time?"
Come on, man.
I'm gonna tell you, All-Star.
Listen.
Bro is well, I ain't gonna tell you yet.
What DTP? Listen, man.
I'm gonna tell you in a second because I don't want to spoil that. So I'm gonna tell you in a second.
Yeah, but to Kevin, I thank you. I like that. I hope that we can get some of that. See, that's part of. See, Kevin was listening. That's part of that. Us getting that education from the biker community, how they got everything and all their stuff so organized and the things that they do. Why shouldn't we talk to people like that? In order for us to get our shit together here on our end, that's a great merge. That's a great family right there. So I like that. And All-Star, he just got to be cool for whatever damn reason. Remember, he was president.
All right, so All-Star, for your scorecard, what is the cutoff for I think this is it right here. I made you a banner. 2025 SUTV Slingshot Competition Scorecard closing date is 29 December 2024.
Right.
Don't miss your opportunity to be on the 2025 SUTV Scorecard. So if you're on here, you have a show, you host a show, you know somebody that hosts a show, and you are not on that scorecard yet, reach out to All-Star. Go to All-Star's Facebook page. He's got the information for how to get on that scorecard.
I see a lot of shows on that scorecard.
I'm looking.
And I'm happy because
Yeah.
I can get a scorecard 4 times.
Yeah.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah.
So
very good job. I like to see all those shows getting on that.
Yep. And then also tune in to SUTV Monday, 30 December at 8 p.m. Eastern for the SUTV Slingshot Competition End of the Year Award Show. So,
Right.
yes, sir.
Right.
Tuning in, man. I was on my way home from 12 Oak last year.
Yeah.
Watching this thing on live last year when they did the awards. So that show is always fun to watch, man. That show is always fun.
So TJ, since you and Rob, this question's for both of y'all. I'll start by asking that question.
Okay.
We had the controversy about the Rookie of the Year last year.
Okay. Good.
Okay, we want to know because you guys have been y'all see how we working together. Y'all soundboard has shown all these people that have win. Y'all picked the first and second place. So we know that means the Rookie of the Year has to be somebody that came out in 2024. not the end of 2023, not the beginning, middle, whatever. So do y'all have a list? Do y'all have like a running score of newbies, rookies that's on y'all soundboard that y'all don't have to tell us on the show that y'all could, let us be team so we can, give the correct rookie of the year so we don't get beat up. Because again, I still feel like the one that won it last year, she won it fair and square. That's just how All-Star felt, how I felt. But let's just do it so we don't have no controversy about it. So
Right.
we're reaching
Thank
out to
you.
you guys to help us with that rookie of the year, if y'all don't mind.
Absolutely.
Right. I appreciate it.
Okay.
Appreciate it.
So shifting gears. Also,
Mm-hmm.
how excited are you for that new deal to get done?
Listen. Yeah.
What deal number is this for you?
This is number 3. This is number 3. Okay. I'm not gonna count that $600 job I did in the beginning. I'm not gonna count that.
Your very first one?
No. The lights that was blinking like this, the lights was blinking like this. Listen, hey, I couldn't wait to ride at nighttime because all my speakers had lights, and I was like, woo. But anyway, man, I'm excited about it. I'm to answer your question, I'm like really excited about it, man. So this is the biggest build I ever had on my Slingshot. Added new batteries, man. Just it's a lot of stuff being done, man. The whole bike's been painted. It's all fresh paint. It's all fresh paint. So last year, far as the competition, man, every opponent I went against had bigger speakers. I had 8. I had all 8. And
DJ, here we go.
All of my opponents had bigger speakers, right? And I was always wondering, what's going to happen if I had the same amount of speakers, the big speakers like these guys, right? So with this new build, I got 12s everywhere. I got 12s, okay? And I'm just curious to see what it's going to be with what I think I've leveled the playing field a little bit here. You know what I'm saying? Let me match 12-inch speaker to your 12-inch speaker. Let me do that. Let me see how we do this thing now, because I felt like I was going into a battle every time, and I was like a high school student, and they was in the pros. You know what I'm saying? I never felt. Listen, when I played against DTP, I could tell he was like easy day for him. I could tell he was like, this is an easy day. When I played against Bumblebee was leaning against his Slingshot like, this is what? Really? You know what I'm saying? And I didn't like it. But I'm a competitor. I pulled in, I pressed play, and it is what it is. So I just want to play those guys again with 12-inch speakers. So I can see what's up. That's all. So
I know you used to hosting, so you used to seeing all the comments.
Yeah, I can't see any of them. I can't
see
help you out a little bit. Beat up a little bit. The ice says, oh, them Twinkle speakers count as a build, sir.
You know what?
I agree.
And Chad said, this is awesome. Will All-Star dunk me again?
Oh, Lord. Here Lucas go.
You don't want that. Listen. One thing I do is research. Okay. And last year and this year, the winningest bike that won the most had a certain speaker brand. That's all I'm saying. They had a certain speaker brand.
Oh.
And that's what I'm rocking, okay? That's what I'm rocking. Shout out to Cozy Customs, okay? Shout out to Cozy Customs.
Okay, Cozy.
That's it. So you're saying you have a chance.
Is that Underground Jack?
That's Underground Jack.
Listen, when I hit them drivers behind each one of them 12s, listen, I said too much already. Game changer. I said too much already, game changer.
Shut it down, baby. Let me see it in 2025.
TJ.
You're on the spot, so if you want to keep this to yourself for right now, keep it to yourself. But do you have a target show where that reveal is going to happen?
Oh.
It most likely, yeah. I'm definitely shit. I don't want to get in trouble. I'm definitely 75% done. You know what I'm saying? And hear me out. There's a lot of paint. It's a rebuild. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of stuff that's going on. You know what I'm saying? The bike is bigger. The bike is stronger. The bike is a beast now. You know what I'm saying? So I'm 75 to 80% done. So I should be ready for the first event.
The first event, March?
Yeah. Sure. Easily.
Question, because we haven't talked about this. Are you keeping it orange?
Yeah, it's still orange. It's orange and white.
Oh, okay.
Orange and white.
Keeping the windshield too, right? Because that windshield is legendary.
Yeah. I'm keeping the windshield. But TJ, I'm feeling Queen. I got so many decals on it. I think I'm gonna buy a new orange, the same orange or just a new one.
Man, they lighten you up, bro.
It's all good.
What he say? I say playlist
still trash. And then D Nice coached on that and said, "Oh my God, they had a playlist which you don't have, All Star. You my God, but you need a playlist, sir."
Listen.
And then Tim jumped in and said, "How is the playlist?"
What is
You know what?
playlist?
So all you gotta do is hit him with the killer cam.
Killer cam. Be quiet, Queen. Killer cam. Listen.
Yo, we're coming with something new this year, damn it.
Listen.
Not like not flashing lights.
Yes, sir.
All right, so Queen, we're gonna shift to you because don't think that we didn't pay attention to the fact that the last time you was on our live, you was sitting in the garage on a little worker's chair with a trailer. So what plans you got for the Slingshot next year? Don't say nothing because people that don't have nothing planned don't hang out in the garage in December.
All right.
Y'all is all I gotta say. Ain't ready for the Queen. Y'all ain't ready. Y'all ain't ready. I got some stuff going on. Some which ones?
Some sixes already?
Oh no, that's stuff off. I'm like All Star. I moved up. Look to 10. No, but I am redoing my bike. I want to call it a build, but it really ain't because I ain't really doing that kind of stuff. I just added another sub and some more speakers and I think 3 more amps. I redid my. I got a what is the name of my DSP? I don't have the Fosgate anymore. I upgraded to a.
You got a DSP now? Oh,
yeah, I upgraded my DSP and stuff like that. So I want to make my announcement on here, which I think I did on the last one. I want to be in the DJ battle. I'm coming hard. Me and Ro was talking about what I want to do when I come out. For the DJ battle. I'm just to make the DJ battle be big. Y'all hear me? Y'all gonna forget about the sound competition. We're gonna play for shirts. I'm gonna get some nice shirts like how Jason Sims got his and how SUT. I'm gonna have some shirts. Y'all make y'all's. If I beat you, you gotta take my shirt. I gotta take your shirt. You beat me. I'm gonna make the DJ battle be more than what it is, baby. 2025. Let me do my hair. 2025.
Wow.
Y'all ain't ready, baby, for the Queen in 2025 DJ battle. So mine is not being competition ready. It probably could. I think it would have to be in because I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 8 speakers, 4 8s and 4 6s, and then I got 2 subs that are 10. So I don't know what class that would be in, but I'm not going to be in anyway. But I'm not sure what that would be in.
Lightweight with some of the competitions this year because they some of them added speakers, so lightweight, and then welterweight for some for the ones that didn't.
No, you said you had how many 8s did you say?
4 8s, 4 6 and a half, and 2 10 subs. Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, I have 8 speakers, 2 subs. So, but no, I'm not getting in that. I'm just getting excited. What do you say? DJ battle. Oh my God, Cougar's not allowed. Shit, this Cougar about to take over. Baby, I gotta take over. You better get ready. shirt gonna be? It's gonna be a Cougar shirt coming out.
Wow.
Listen, I had so much fun at the DJ Battle in Miami. It was ridiculous. It was
I
so much fun.
Yeah.
I love watching it.
Right, you said it was more fun than you've ever had competing, didn't you?
Listen, I said that trophy that I won means more to me than any belt that I won in a competition.
Really?
It's more fun.
Yeah.
I see.
That was genuinely the funnest time I've ever had playing my life. You know?
Yeah. I've been watching that. And that's why I want to do that instead of doing the competition. I ain't got time. I told y'all my mouth is too bad. My mouth is too bad.
It's still competitive to a point, but it's not
Right.
like, oh my God, you know what I mean? I gotta win. Like, it's
Right.
just, you're having fun.
Yeah.
And you're feeding off the energy of the crowd.
Correct. Right.
So,
Right.
so yeah, it's a lot of fun. And I hope to see more events and shows do that this year. I hope to see more
me too.
DJ battles. You know, because it really is just a lot of fun.
Yeah. What show was the first one to do that? I can't remember who did the first.
I thought that question was asked or somebody said that on our podcast before. I think it was Mo. The first DJ battle at SS somewhere like 3 or 4 years ago, maybe.
Yeah, we got that on the comments for that one. We got some people.
Yeah, I thought that was asked on our show, and somebody had said Mo. I'm not.
I remember Sling Experience did it one time before they moved their location, because I remember Bill Brown stood up in his Slingshot baby and was dancing, leaning, and rocking when he was doing the DJ battle. And it was like, I remember Roll, him, and Bluetooth.
So that was the first one.
D-Nice said Sling Experience is the first.
That's what I thought. I bet that.
Listen, I thank you guys for taking time, man, to get on Straight Up TV, man. I am your Slingshot platform, man, for YouTube. Anytime you feel like you want to come by, man, if you have a conversation, man, if you have something to say for the betterment of the Slingshot community, man, please contact me and come on the show, man. So let's close out. Let's close out with everybody, you know what I'm saying?